Writing music in 2024 has never been easier. With advances in AI, we now have all kinds of tools at our disposal that didn't exist until recently. FL Studio have recently launched an AI-powered chord generator which can aid beginners and advanced alike in quickly laying down chord progressions without the need for any theoretical or hands-on experience. I do want to caveat this with the fact that there is a lot of joy and reward to come from composing music, so I really recommend using this tool more for educational purposes as opposed to using it like a robot who writes all of your music for you. Chord progressions form the structural core that drives the emotional energy of a musical piece. Similar to how the setting of a story can shape its mood, the arrangement of chords directs the listener's journey. While individual chords offer distinct tones, it's the combination of chords in the progression that creates a vivid scene. By moving between these different harmonic patterns, composers can tap into a wide range of expression. For music producers, a strong progression acts like a blueprint, guiding the melody and bass, and making the overall process of composing smoother and more intuitive. So let's get started. To open the new chord progression tool, open the piano roll on any instrument or sample and go up to the Tools menu. From here, click Generate Chord Progression. Here it is. You'll see this immediately draws in some default chords. We can instantly add more chords to the progression by changing the count value here on the right. The Generate feature at the top will regenerate new progressions every time you click it. There are two generate options to the right here. The first one will rework the existing pattern, whereas the dice icon will generate something new entirely. Adjust the conventional to adventurous slider to alter the style of the progression you generate. Moving towards conventional will give you progressions that are frequently found more in popular music, while shifting toward adventurous introduces jazz-inspired chords with more intricate textures. Keep in mind, setting it to fully adventurous will yield progressions that are rarely heard in mainstream music. True to its name, Adventurous takes you into slightly more uncharted musical territory. In my opinion, there are likely too many modifiers and options here for beginners, so I'm just going to narrow it down to what I believe to be some of the most important components. You can right-click the icon here to change the root note and scale. Let's select A and minor harmonic to start off. Once you've selected a different key and scale, you must then press Generate again to get it working in that key and scale. You must always regenerate after you've changed your options here, so for example, let's demonstrate the difference between conventional and adventurous. Right-clicking any chord will reveal an extensive list of options. You can also lock any chord that you're happy with by activating the lock icon. This is helpful if part of the progression is sounding good and you just want to adjust certain segments of it. There is a preset section below this. The first option is for progression. From this menu, you can select from a curated list of preset progressions featuring a variety of popular chord sequences. Below is a menu for rhythm, but we're going to move on to the Performance tab to explore some of the rhythmic additions of this tool. This drop-down menu allows you to change the pattern. There's quite an extensive list here, so let's go through a few examples. we have another performance menu to the right. Arp will arpeggiate the main notes in the chord whilst the lowest note will be sustained. Chop will create rhythmic divisions of the chords. And humanize will create variations designed to mimic human playing and strumming. Each function will present a list of new parameters. There are far too many to cover here, so you can pause the video and take a look at this image in order to familiarize yourself with everything. Let's play around with some of the ARP settings. On the right again, we can scale the time period. Then we have the Advanced tab. All of these parameters determine how the generation model works. Again, this is somewhat of a long-winded topic for a beginner's lesson, but if you want to explore this, here's another screenshot from the manual to explain everything. Another use case for this tool is to use it on chord progressions you may have already created in order to further enhance things or spice it up. For example, here's a quick progression I put together. Simply applying the tool to your chords you have already made and trying out new generations can result in a much more elaborate and rich progression. So here's an updated version. So there you have a quick summary of the chord progression tool. This tool offers flexibility and convenience, but should be used to complement your musical creativity and educate rather than replace it. You can probably sit for hours and experiment with this thing, so now that you know the general basics of it, feel free to go ahead and give it a try. For more tips on FL Studio and music production, whether you're just starting out or looking to refine advanced techniques, check out our new music academy, Zeverb. Join our vibrant and growing community on Discord, where producers connect to talk music, share samples and discuss gear. We'd love to see you there.